I have 3 water samples, A, B and C, right? One of them is tap water, another is distilled water, and the third, right, is boiled water. Your task is to identify which one is boiled water, which one is distilled, and which one is tap water. Okay? Are you clear?
Yeah.
The managers, hands up. The reporters, and the recorder. Okay. The other thing it's important to know, lads, is I haven't a clue of science today. Don't be asking me any questions about science, because I don't know a thing. You're on your own. But you have 2 people next to you, and they're there to support. You work together on it, right? And remain calm. Don't rush into anything. Think about what you're doing before you actually do it. What I particularly like about using the key skills approach in class is that it definitely livens up the class and promotes interest in the subject and improves learning. And of course, the learning is not only relevant to today, but to the future as well.
What's it called again? It's in Washington.
Lime scale.
Yeah,
But
so
it would still have some calcium in it, so it's still scum.
Wash out first graduated cylinder with sample A. Wash out first graduated cylinder.
There is a movement away from the teacher literally running the show, and the teacher is more involved in creating learning experience, designing the class, and then letting the students get involved in the learning process themselves, stepping back a little.
I think the skills that we were using in class is very useful for life, because when you're working with other people, you know what you got to do. You got to work together and kind of split the work up so it's done quickly and properly.
What struck me most was the interest that they had, because I kind of feel if a young fella is interested in a subject, then right away the learning improves automatically. Their behaviour improves. If they're involved and interested in what they're doing, there is less disruption in class, less behavioural problems, and that creates a much more pleasant atmosphere between students and teachers.
One of the skills that we learned as a class was teamwork, and that it's not a one-person thing, that you need like a lot of people to do something instead of yourself, because it's a lot easier. Like if you have your mind on one thing where there's other people to keep their minds on their own job, so that means you don't have to be looking after that job.
It's often better to leave it to them and just be patient, and they will find out the solution.
So A is boiled, B is tap, and C is the hard water.
Would you go up and get the golden envelope and reveal to the class, right, the correct identity? Right?
Sample A was boiled water, sample B was distilled water, and sample C was tap water.
Because learning improves, they're enjoying it, they're interested, and they're involved, especially when they're working together, and they can find support from one another to reach the solution.